Welcome to Monday, June 8th, 2020. Your day weather podcast today has got a lot in it. Boy, what a wild weekend of weather we had across the high plains and Rockies, and this week starts off pretty wild as well. Yes, it's been very much like summer over the last couple of weeks, but we're hitting a pretty big speed bump here over the next couple of days. Some folks already saw this speed bump in western Wyoming, eastern Idaho, and eastern Utah over the weekend with some mountain snow. Now this is going to move east, that cold and snowy weather. It was a wild weekend of wind. Boy, I tell you folks, the wind was awful. We have reports of damage over a wide area. We had trees down, especially cottonwood trees, across many areas of Colorado, many areas of Wyoming, and many areas of western Nebraska. I'll show you some pictures here in a moment near the Savory Bags Dixon area of Wyoming and south central Wyoming that took extensive tree damage, but lots of tree damage reported around Torrington, lots of tree damage reported around Scotts Bluff, and lots of tree damage in west central areas of Colorado. We had many areas that hit 60, 70 miles an hour, some gusts of 80 to 90 miles an hour with some of these thunderstorm winds. And when you put the leaves on the trees, which has happened now, boy, that just makes matters worse. So lots of you have sticks, branches, and lots of leaves scattered about. Hopefully a tree didn't come down in your neighborhood, but a lot of folks saw that. Now, we did see much needed rain for areas west of the divide. We had some areas of southwestern Wyoming that got between 1 to 2 inches of rain. Boy, did they need it, with mountain snow in Wyoming's western mountains and other mountains of the west. Now, we're going to have much colder than average temperatures to start the week. Snow tonight down to 7,000 feet. It's going to snow in Laramie tonight. It will snow on the summit between Laramie and Cheyenne. It will snow between Rawlins and Laramie around Arlington and Elk Mountain. I would not be surprised if we see several inches of snow on I-80 between Laramie and Cheyenne, and also the southern mountains of Wyoming, the Sierra Madres, the Snowy Range, the Laramie Range, will all see snow down to 7,000 feet. So for you folks watching this podcast in Laramie, don't be surprised if there's snow on the grassy areas when you wake up tomorrow morning. Now, better weather's coming by Wednesday, back to summer weather by Thursday and Friday. Here's some photos from Savory, Wyoming. This is the pole barn at the Little Snake River Museum there. The pole barn there took a lot of damage. We have lots of pictures like this. Pictures like this are coming in from all over Wyoming, Colorado, and Nebraska. Trees on buildings, lots of things knocked over, lots of sheds, lots of grain bins tossed around. So this picture really kind of an example of what was found in many areas. Trees down, crossing roads, taking out power lines, power outages all over the place. We had the perfect setup over the weekend. We had severe thunderstorms, but we also had very strong winds from the ground way up to jet stream level that all were going from the same direction. So you had a lot of momentum from the ground way up to jet stream level where the winds were coming from the same direction and very strong. And then you had the thunderstorms to that. And boy, it was just a recipe for a disaster with those wind gusts this weekend. This is the upper level jet stream pattern right now. I'm zooming in on it a little bit. This is where we are as of this morning. We've got this trough coming into Utah. It's going to be heading east just like this. And this is where we are by Tuesday morning. We have a strong closed low coming right across Colorado. This is pretty strong to see this for June. And what's going to happen is overnight tonight, as this trough moves east, the coldest air aloft is right here. This means that we have precipitation falling under a pocket of very cold air aloft. And since it's at night, with the precipitation heaviest at night, it could turn to snow. And this is temperatures relative to normal by Tuesday. Look at all the purple, the green, and the blue over the western United States. I mean, this is cold weather coming in contrast to the heat we had over the last week and a half. By the end of the week, though, look how we warm up. This is by Thursday and Friday. The trough is gone. High pressure centered over the southern plains and southern Rockies. The air's back from the desert states, and we're right back to summer again. We'll need to watch this guy for later, but the end of the week, the second half of the week and the weekend, we warm up again. And you can see by the end of the week how much we do warm up. You can see that the West, by Thursday, starts to see a warming trend return. Here's the snow output. Now, this is the snow forecasted that's going to come tonight into tomorrow morning. It's even showing a few flakes of snow in Cheyenne. This is a forecast of 4.2 inches of snow for Laramie. I don't think Laramie's going to get 4.2 inches of snow, but again, we could see snow stick to the grassy areas in Laramie. Then this purple stretch from the high mountains of the Front Range of Colorado up to the summit area, Estes Park, down into the Summit County areas of Colorado. It's not, is it going to snow? It will, as the temperatures are going to be plenty cold enough. The Laramie Range Mountains, the Laramie Peak area getting into snow. Here's the Snowies. Here's the Sierra Madres, the Uintas of Utah, the Wasatch Front. Going to see a little more wet snow falling today. However, we'll see all of that go away and we're going to warm up. Now, this is the rain output and the snow output. This is going to be a good rain. This area right here, this afternoon and tonight, we'll see a steady rain and thunderstorm pattern develop. You can see that there's an area here of more than an inch of water possible for the Laramie area in the combination of rain and snow, then across areas of northeast Colorado as well. Thanks for listening and watching the Day Weather Podcast. After we get through the next couple of days, summer will return. Thanks for listening and watching. Have a great